check, check, check. You already know what time it is, man. It's Cadillac Chronicles. Today, we have the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the UATL, in the whip right now. We got Chris and Mike. What's happening?
What's good? What's good, Cadillac Chronicles? This your boy Christopher A. Daniel, Black Culture Reporter for UATL, the Black Culture Division of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
I'm Mike Jordan, Senior Editor, UATL, adopted ATLian, lover of this city and of the South in general.
Absolutely. We got Tokyo in the whip, too.
Tokyo in the whip.
What's happening? How y'all feeling today, man?
Nah, we blessed, man. We just happy to be in the number with you, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing right now. Everything is good. It's sunny outside. It was definitely raining, but the sun came out, and it's nice outside. We got a cool breeze, so we can't ask for, you know what I'm saying, too much more.
No doubt. No doubt. It's a good day. But like I said, we appreciate you for showing us love on your sound stage behind the caddy. We're happy to be here. So tell us a little bit for our UATL audience. How did Cadillac Chronicles actually start for you?
So in the beginning, I was really just trying to figure out a cool way to present the music that I was making. So, I mean, I've had this car for a while. I bought it from my cousin. Shout out to cousin Greg. I got to call him after this. But, yeah, I bought it from him probably like 3 years ago, maybe going on 4. And I had the car. And I started, like the music that I was making, I was just trying to figure out a cool way to present it. So I was like, all right, I'm about to drive in this Cadillac, and I'm about to pick up my friends, and I'm going to rap to them my music. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, I was in this collective called Playlist Academy, and a lot of the people from Playlist Academy would come on the show, and they made music as well. So I was like, yeah, you need to perform your music too. And I had some DJs come on. Shout out to DJ Thaddeus Jeffries, Ill Wink. Those are some of the first ones to come on. Tokyo came on first. And once I just saw the reaction of when I had other people like performing and doing what they do, I was like, I'm not even about to perform my music anymore. It's over for that. And then it just started blowing up. So that's what happened.
It's a brilliant idea, man. Like, it was one of those things that I was telling Tokyo earlier that immediately there was nothing else that you needed to be explained. It just made all the sense in the world. Cadillac, ride, music, but live. And it was just like, why someone hadn't done this before, we ain't worrying about it, because you get in the bag and Tokyo get in the bag too, so y'all riding clean. So shout out to y'all for coming up with this brilliant idea and putting it to market. I just always, like when I think about Atlanta and, riding around this city, what is it tell people who don't understand what it feels like to ride around Atlanta. We're on Peachtree right now. What does it feel like to ride in this city on Peachtree Street?
So it's funny because like I don't really like driving on a highway like that for real. I'm a city driving type of person. So regardless of what car I'm in, you know what I'm saying, I'm taking the city route, you dig? But it's extra cool when you the drop top, you know what I'm saying, with the wind blowing, But yeah, I love the city, man. What's going on? I love the city. I went to Morehouse when I came to visit.
Oh, yay. Class of 99 in the building,
class
all right.
of 14.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man. When I came to visit, the first time I ever came to Atlanta, I came to visit Morehouse. And I landed in the plane. I didn't even get off the plane, but I knew that I was going to be in Atlanta. And my big cousin, Greg, who I bought this car from, he picked me up from the airport, and I told him, I'm like, yeah, like, this is where I'm going to school. And he said, you didn't even see the school. I was like, I don't care. Like, this is where I'm going to be at. Yeah. And I knew it from then. So, I just love the growth. You know what I'm saying? Just the evolution. It's always a bunch of good stuff going on. Yeah.
Now, the city has seen some of its best and its brightest talents in this whip. You know what I'm saying? Dro did his thing.
For sure.
You had Case back here. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz was up in here. You had the legends, the Isley brothers in this joint.
For sure.
How does somebody go about submitting themselves to get in the car? What does it take to get on Cadillac Chronicles?
So there is a submission form where you can submit. Well, I mean, there's, if you really destined to be in here, you gonna find your way up in here. You feel me? But you better, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be on here, you really got to be fire, though. Like, you have to be really good because, like you said, we've had a lot of legends in this car. So it's like we can't just let anybody in this car like that. That's what's going on.
Now, as we've rode from, the north end of Midtown to now the south side of it, and we're getting into the old Fourth Ward if we were to turn on Ponce or North, but we've already passed like quite a few APD, our friendly, officers. You know what I mean?
Word.
I always wonder, like, how do they respond to you? Like, I'm sure this is not the first time that you cruise by. Do they chuck deuces at you? Do they look at you like, all right, now we letting you go because the car's clean? What's that relationship like?
I mean, yeah, it's all love. And I feel like all the intentions are good, like, so I feel like it's all love, and I feel like the vibration that's filling this car outside of the car is just good, and it's all love. So
I got a follow-up question. Someone asked me on a podcast a couple years ago, they said, why Atlanta? And, I gave him an answer that was still kind of like, it's funny that this came to mind, but I was like, one of the honest things, I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, is where I was raised. So I moved here in 95 to go to Morehouse, and it was like, I've never worried about police randomly pulling me over in Atlanta. Like, I've been pulled over randomly by police in Atlanta, but I don't worry about it the same way, especially being in the South. And so it's like, as we're cruising right now, like, this is one of the most pleasant things that's happened to me in such a long time. Everybody out there, please get your way on Cadillac Chronicles. Like, get in the back seat and know what this feels like. It's amazing. And ask God for a day like this. That's important.
For sure, but it was definitely raining pretty crazy before the sun popped out.
But look at God.
Absolutely.
Won't you do it? But so let me ask you this. Car culture, again, like, we getting beeps, we getting deuces thrown at us. People love the car. You were a car guy before Cousin Greg. Did you become more of a car guy after Cousin Greg bless you? How has your appreciation for classic cars changed?
I mean, before this, I had a C5 Corvette, and I taught myself how to drive stick with that car. And I love that car. I miss it, but I wasn't really driving it because the Cadillac had my full attention. So I had to sell it to somebody, that would really enjoy it like that. But, I mean, I've always loved cars. I love driving. Like, I've been driving since I was 12 years old, illegally or legally. But yeah, like, I love driving. It's very therapeutic for me, Yeah.
So as you think about, the show is technically still rising, still hadn't even reached its best days yet, getting a lot of clicks, a lot of shares, going viral. Where does Cadillac Chronicles go from here? What else do you want to do with a brand like that?
I mean, for me, I'm gonna just say this: like, I'm just thankful and appreciative to be able to contribute to the culture. That's first off, and to be able to share what I have with everybody, and we can all benefit and gain and add value to it. So that's just number one. I mean, I just want to keep documenting just fly individuals, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that I rock with, like, everybody for the most part that's like in this car, that has been in this car, is like all the legends. I super rock with everybody. I want to tap in with all the OGs, like, and I really want to document their stories. You know what I'm saying? Their chronicles. That's why it's Cadillac Chronicles. You dig what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
So you done had, like, literally musician after musician, DJ after DJ, producer after producer. How does it feel for you having two reporters riding around with you in Atlanta?
I mean, it's a first, but I mean, like, hey, man, I feel like this situation, people will be able to gain insight and valuable information. So I'm all with, you know what I'm saying, inspiring others. Like, people can gain something from this conversation. So I'm all, you know what I'm saying, it's for the greater good of humanity. So, yeah.
And our social producer, shout out to Ron Williams,
Shout out to
always
Ron.
hooking us up, doing our thing. He gonna want us to ask you this, but what's ATL to you?
I mean, Atlanta to me is, like, once again, it's all about the growth and the evolution. Like, I've been living, I ain't gonna tell you what I've been living, But where I've been living, just Atlanta in general, like everything is so different from when I came. So it's just growing all the time, and I'm all about growth and expansion because every day I'm working on myself as an individual to be better. So it's like every day I feel like Atlanta's getting better, and that's the environment that I need to be around and need to be in. So it's like shout out to growth, you know what I'm saying, healthy growth and just becoming better every single day. And there's so much opportunity. And I feel like Atlanta, I feel like this is by far probably the best city to have done, like to have started Cadillac Chronicles in, because everybody comes to Atlanta. It's the hot spot. Everybody is here. So it's like, and I'm just so thankful that, you know what I'm saying, the stars aligned for me to go to Morehouse and just never leave. So I'm over here and I'm tapping in with everybody. So yeah.
That's how it happens. Everybody I'm waving to people like this is my car. But everybody is like, it's all eyes on us as we pass, Peachtree and Andrew Young International. We're in the heart of downtown Atlanta right now. For folks who don't know, you've probably been to the Hard Rock Cafe. We just passed it. The Ritz-Carlton we passing that as we speak. So this is like, again, the epicenter of like a lot of the energy of ATL. You see everybody on the corner and they're looking at us. But one thing I think is very, very, when you think about that and all eyes on what you're doing and what we're in this car experiencing together, people see the glory. People see the nice car. People see you in Tokyo shining, looking extra cool. But they don't see what went into this, even to set this up as an enterprise that could grow into a bigger brand than it already is. So can you just explain for folks out there who are like, well, I got an idea, and they're not going to be able to tell us their whole pitch right now, but what is it that went into this is besides just the being able to handle the steering wheel super smooth and cruise 2 miles an hour so everybody can see you? Like, what's some of the tougher parts of this that you got to do to get to where you are right now?
Well, I will say this: this is a very big car, and I'm an experienced driver. So to be able to multitask and be able to talk to you, control the music, all of that, that's kind of an event within itself. That's one. Two is just about really being consistent, because in the beginning it was really just me with an idea, and then once I had everything rolling, that's when all the pieces came and everybody wanted to come just like help and add what they could add. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's really about being consistent. I don't even remember how many videos I've done at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of hard work. Like right after this, I gotta go edit some more videos, and I love it. So it's not really work per se. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to do it. But oh yeah, and one more thing, it's all about using what God gave you, because God gives you everything that you need to get to where you're going. You just got to figure out the right combination. And like if you can't utilize what God gave you right now, why would God bless you with some more? You did.
All right now. Tokyo said that's a bar, bro. That must mean it's a double bar. Tokyo keep it low key in the back, man. But if he says a bar, that's a big bar. When you ride around Atlanta as somebody who, again, is multitasking, you thinking about the interview, you thinking about the brands, you thinking about how to get to the next level. But what do you see, like, as someone whose the concept is riding around Atlanta, what is the Atlanta that you see?
Specify. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you see the people, you see the architecture. Keeping in mind this is 2025. In a year from now, we will host 8 matches for the World Cup.
Wow.
This city is going to continue to expand. More and more people, as you said, everybody comes through. Even if they don't touch ground, they connect through the world's busiest airport. But when you ride around, you get a different context, I think, with changing. This crane right over there to our left, and that's probably Centennial Yards. So when you see all of this, and as you do it through what you have to do for this idea that you have that's so brilliant, do you see anything about Atlanta that strikes your attention?
Absolutely. I mean, when I first came, it didn't really look like this at all, especially over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's right by AUC. You know what I'm saying? It was very, very different scene. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just yeah, it's a lot of changes, and it's it is kind of it's like surreal sometimes driving around, just like okay, I remember when this was not here at all, you know, and just driving through the city and really remembering, you know, stuff going on. What's up? But yeah, I just Atlanta's a really cool place, and yeah, it's a bunch of love everywhere, as you can tell as we drive. Like,
So I want to hear a little bit from Tokyo too, since he riding with us. What's it like technically being the other half of something like this? Because this is blown up literally in like 7 months' time to where technically the world knows you now. But what's it like being the other half with this man right here putting this together?
Man, I would say like every day is a new adventure. Like you said, like this has only been 7 months, but with as much ground as we covered so far, it's feel like it's been 2 years already. You know, but to answer the question though, in simple terms, like it's a fun challenge because like I said, like every day we're encountering new opportunities, new ways to What's happening?
oh wow, that's crazy, bro.
What up? That's my boy Josh over there.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
So we outside, really.
No,
we
for
really
sure, man.
outside, for real.
That's why I
though.
love Atlanta, man. It's all love here, bro. It's love.
And so I just want to add to everything that you said. It's like every day, it's new opportunities, it's new challenges, and sometimes it might look like everything is going crazy and it's like, oh, we're sad, but like right after, so like we might have made mistakes. Right after that, it'd be the greatest thing of all time. It's so many like
Absolutely.
just ups and downs. It's like you just gotta stay along for the ride and just know that everything is gonna work out for the best.
Four flat tires, which we don't want, but staying down. What was one of the moments that you've had in this journey that really let you know you had something? Like that something happened and you had that eureka moment.
I mean, most recently is like when we went to St. Louis and I flew into the airport at St. Louis. That was my first time going, but just like landing and walking through the airport, like yo, I'm about to go. I'm linking with 2 Chainz and the Ozzy Brothers right now. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, this for real, for real. It was at that point. So yeah, and so when we did link with the Ozzy's. They gave a shout out to Candy Ozzy. She gave me a record, like the physical record that they just came out with, that they just dropped, and they both Ernie and Ron, they signed it. So I gave it to my cousin who I bought this car from. Shout out to cousin Greg. That's y'all cousin too. But
Cousin Greg.
yeah, cousin Greg. I gave it to him, and like he was crying. It just meant so much to him. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to him because he always helped me in my life. You know what I'm saying? I might be busy a lot, but that's my guy, and I greatly appreciate him. So for me to give him that record, it meant a lot to me because he had the he had Caravan of Love on cassette tape in this whip. So like, and he said he knew Ernie Ozzy too. They went to CW Post together. So it was just, you know what I'm saying, like a real full circle moment, and just just let me know, like, yeah, we on the right track, we're doing the right things, we're affecting millions of people in a positive way, and that's all that it's really about.
So with the creator, the host, and the talent booker in the car, who's on that bucket list to get on Cadillac Chronicles? I know y'all got a wish
All right,
list.
boom. So yeah, we definitely rocking with we definitely got to get Usher, Ludacris, Rakim, for sure, Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick. It's, to be honest, is like everybody that, you know what I'm saying, I was listening to growing up, Yeah. Pharrell too. But yeah, it's like, just tapping in with all the OGs and the legends, man. That's what it's about, man.
So what does music mean to you now after riding around with these guys doing this particular show? What place does music hold in your life now?
I mean, music has always been very special to me. I've been an artist since I was 12 years old, and music has got me through a lot of times in my life, So, I mean, music has always been special. But I feel like, to be honest with you, I'm just thankful because I don't really like being around like concerts and stuff. Like I might not like to be around thousands and thousands of people. Like I feel like claustrophobic sometimes. So it's really cool to be able to have concerts in my car, like, you know, and really like I feel like that's the best way to experience, you know what I'm saying, your favorite music. Like, like I couldn't ask for a better experience in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, the Cadillac works, and it's always gonna work. Universal. Tell us about some other kind of cars that you got on your radar. I mean, you're a young man. You got plenty of car buying opportunities that lie ahead in the years. So, what are some other cars to that same question, like that are on the radar? Like anything that you got on your mind and you got your eye on that you would like? I'd like to have that in the garage.
Yeah, we definitely getting that new Escalade off top.
Cadillac.
Yeah, and I mean, in the future, I'm not like material stuff is cool. You know what I mean? But I definitely want that that SRT 10 Dodge, that Viper. I'm gonna have to give me one of those with a stick joint. I like
Okay.
to go fast.
Now let me ask you: when you are not, or maybe even when you are recording and you're creating the next episodes and keeping the series going, but when you get done with all this, like, what do you do? Where do you ride? Like, where do you ride for pleasure? There's restaurants around here, parks. What do you take advantage of in the city? Where do you go?
Shout out to Lifetime. I be at the gym with it.
Pumping iron.
Yeah, man, the gym. That's a very important place for me. You know, I don't like this. Like, I don't really get stressed out, but like just being in the gym. Like, I don't drink. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna say that I'm never gonna drink in my life, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't really get into that anymore. The gym. That's really that does it for me. Like, just you know when you at the gym and you go so crazy that you just gotta lay down. Like, yo, like that moment, you just forget about everything. You just right here, right now. And like that is a very special place for me. You know what I'm saying? And you do that naturally. So shout out to the gym, especially Lifetime. You feel me?
No doubt. So outside of not necessarily having artists in the car, because it's almost like you got live music next to you in the passenger seat riding shotgun. What's on the playlist? Like, if we just ride and just cruising like we are now, like, what are we listening to usually?
I mean, I listen to a lot of different things. It just depends on my mood. Like, I mean, and I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I listen to a lot of just like, I guess you would call them like seminars and stuff. But like before people were performing this cat, like I would ride around just bumping that old school for real. Like yeah, man. Shout out to Chucky Booker Games. That's one of my favorite songs of all times. Yo, Missing You. I really was bumping Missing You. Like before Case came in the whip, like I really bumped that every day. Like that's one of my favorite songs. Like that's that work. So like for him to come and perform that right next to me, like on this street right here, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it was just crazy. So it's like, I mean, all the people that come through, like I'm bumping their music. But I listen to a lot of things. I just love music in general, and I love to listen to, you know what I'm saying, not just one genre of music.
So I also want to commend you on the ride. Like, again, this thing is rolling like a Lexus. And I mean,
It's
a
a
Cadillac,
boat. It's
yeah,
a boat.
yeah. The Cadillac is known for that, so it's not like it's an alien thing for this car. But what is it that you sometimes like when you have an old school? What do you kind of have to look out for? Like, what are some of the like maintenance and the things to stay on top to keep this thing riding as smooth as it is right now? What are some of those unseen things, and are those things that you may end up sharing, you know, in terms of the content? Because I'm sure you got a lot of old school fans out there that want to see like what's it really like.
I mean, the most important thing is to make sure you got some oil in the car. You know what I'm saying, for the engine. And 10W30 conventional.
I heard that.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, making sure you got the transmission fluid in there. You know what I'm saying? Making sure your battery is good. See, my battery is acting up because I think this radio that I put in is draining the battery. So I got to go figure that out. But, yeah, making sure the battery is good. Your starter, I had to just change the starter probably like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my mechanics, man. Shout out to all the mechanics that helped me out of my life. We talking to you. We talking to you. She was, yeah, okay.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, man.
Wow. Get dropping jewels up in this joint and getting a good ride up in this.
Absolutely.
So when you got this thing worked out, talk about what all you did to it to get it on the road, to his point about what you got to do to make sure the car is running. What did you do to yours?
I mean, when I bought it, it wasn't running. I might not remember everything that I had to do. I remember I had to drain the gas tank because there was like some old gas in there. You can't start a car up with old gas, so we had to do that. I don't. I mean, because mind you, it was like 3 years ago. I don't remember everything that I had to do, but we got it running. I redid the interior, but I kept everything stock though, because I want to keep it as close to showroom ready as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a classic, so I want to keep it that way. Yeah.
So you think about throwing this joint in some car shows just to kind of show it off a little bit? Kind of what's the plan there?
I mean, that's cool. I mean, that wasn't really on the top of my head, but I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm open to it. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be able to interact with the Cadillac in a cool way. You know? Mm-hmm.
Thinking about recording like live versions of those videos too, man. Like, we got some little sound recording options we can do too now.
Absolutely. That's good. Absolutely.
So let me ask you this. As we cruise back, we're heading back into Midtown right now. What are some things that you would like to see, just about Atlanta? And not necessarily from the car perspective, but as someone who is contributing to the cultural identity of this city and what it can offer to people, even non-natives like us. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What types of things that you would like to see Atlanta build upon that we have now for future generations? Then the next people who have an idea such as this, it'll be something AI related or whatever else. But like, what do you want to see the city mature into from where you see it right now?
Well, look, I say this. Atlanta, right? The public transportation, like if they got it like New York, it would be super crazy over here. Like if the MARTA really went to more more places.
Wouldn't need a Cadillac.
Word. For sure. But I like riding in Cadillac, so it's
yeah,
cool.
we need a Cadillac.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that's just one thing. I love Atlanta, man. It's like I have a great time every time I come outside. Like it's good. And I mean, and that might be because I step outside with a good attitude. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just a mirror. So, yeah, man, it's all love.
What does, for people who may never have the experience of owning a drop-top Cadillac, what does it do to your mind, body, and spirit and soul? What is being behind the wheel of a Cadillac and it's your car? Tell people who may think that they aren't missing anything, what are they missing?
I mean, just driving in the convertible period is a very good experience because, you get to hit the wind, just, you get fresh air. And it smells good, and I mean driving in this car is a little different though because it's a Cadillac, it's an old school, so like everybody, you might get a lot more attention. But I mean I definitely miss that Corvette. That Corvette was a convertible too. You know what I'm saying? And I miss driving fast with the top off. You know what I'm saying? You don't really drive fast in this car, but just having a convertible in general is a very good experience. You know what I'm saying? But having an old school convertible, then it's like it's the next level. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when I had that Corvette, I drove it to Greg to show it to him, and he was like, "Man, it's cool, but wait until you get this though." He was talking about the Cadillac. Like, you think you get attention in the Corvette? Wait till you get the Cadillac. And I was like, "Man, get out of here." But he was right. Like, he was right.
You obviously you've done St. Louis with 2 Chainz and Isley's. Some other cities that you love riding through that we can expect to see the Cadillac. Where are we gonna see it riding through next?
Definitely L.A. We definitely going to New York. We going to Houston for sure. Florida. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna hit Detroit. Yeah. Where else? We definitely gotta go. We definitely gotta go to the Bay too for sure. Nashville. I want to tap in with all the country folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Country music. For sure. But I mean, we gonna go everywhere, man. Like everywhere that there's fire music, I just want to tap in with everybody that's doing fly stuff. You know, that's what's going on.
And talk about the importance, since we in the car, of local media getting behind you and supporting you.
Absolutely, because you got to think about it. In the beginning, this was extremely local. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that was tapping in was just like everybody that was in my general vicinity. You feel me? So it's like shout out to everybody that's in the city. It's man, and I greatly appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Reaching out and just for us to even have this conversation is really really dope. And I appreciate you and all the stuff that you do. You know what I'm saying? And all the light that you shine on everybody that's doing fly stuff in the city. You know, because that's very important.
You heard that. You heard that, Atlanta. Support UATL, support the AJC. Cop that. But what else do you want to leave for the audience? Like, give us some lasting words, some inspirational vitamins. Take us home. Like, what do you want the audience to leave with after this conversation?
Well, I say this, man. I've been making music since I was 12 years old. I never would have thought that this would be like I thought I was gonna be a rapper or a producer, whatever, right? I never wanted to be behind the scenes. Like I wanted to be the dude in the front, right? And once I made a pivot, my whole life changed. And I said I don't gotta be the star. Like the person right next to me, they the star. You know what I'm saying? And my whole life changed. And I had to be open to that. So like I'm just saying like just be open to, you know, what the universe wants to give you, because like everything that I wanted I'm getting by being open and sharing what I have with other people.
And I mean, like, that's how we feel. So I guess if there's a star in the car, it's Tokyo. You know what I mean? Like, Tokyo got the shout out when he was riding, man. Like, the low key cat is always the one, man. Yo, this has been one of the most amazing experiences we possibly could have had. I just wanted to say, like, again, when this idea, when I first saw it on my own Instagram, on my own YouTube, and I was just like, that is brilliant. And this didn't exist before. Turns out it didn't. And obviously there were concepts that had some similar nature to them, live music, you know, bringing it into a very comfortable environment such as the car. But, man, you all took it to such a great level, and I think it's inspiring to all of the folks who, you know, we are on the journalism side, but that is also considered content creation. The next generation of content creators, they see what you're doing, but you're doing it in such a way that's building in integrity to it and keeping soul about it as well. So I just wanted to just give you a little bit of commendation and being like, bro, this is a brilliant thing. It's not nothing that you got us in this car. Thank you for doing this, but thank you for having a nice car. We getting flicked up right now, my man on the corner, right next to the High Museum. AJC right there.
That's fire.
Yeah, man. But this is beautiful, bro. I appreciate you having us on here. Tell all your people to subscribe to UATL, become a supporting member. We appreciate y'all. We're covering black culture. That's why we're so happy to be in this car right now.
Absolutely. Well, y'all know what it is, man. It's Cadillac Chronicles. We got the AJC, the UATL in the whip right now. Shout out to Chris and Mike. Shout out to Tokyo. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.